Hey, hey, everybody, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. World of crap. World of crap. World of crap. Why is the stream always changing its name? Even though I literally changed it. It keeps resetting to, oh, because I don't know what the hell is going on with Twitch. Because when I use Restream, basically, I set the title, and then I set the title in my stream manager. Yeah, it didn't change it on the Twitch stream. I saved it on the stream manager, but it didn't. Hey everybody, welcome. It's back to World of Warcraft, and we're playing some Mists of Pandaria. Yeah, I've been playing Death Knight for a while. Oh my god, level 71 now. Getting nice and juicy. Nice and juicy Death Knight going on. Well, level 70, I'm level 70 right now. But I'm like one mob away, or one quest turn in away from level 71. We're gonna take a break from my warrior until after I finish Death Knight, so let's just get back into leveling, because I've been kind of leveling on my own. Now, there is something to be said about playing off stream. I really enjoy just like logging on like as I feel fit and not really caring too much. You don't have to have the camera on, don't have the light on. You know, not that I have to stream, obviously, so it's like I have the option to just play. I'm not like, I don't have to think about like, oh no, if I don't stream, I'm not gonna make any money. It's like, well, at least I don't have that, I don't have to factor that in. So I can just do my own thing. And that's pretty cool. I haven't been streaming in a while. I've been kind of taking care of some stuff. I'm potentially gonna get back into getting some dance lessons. And this time, if we can get everything together correctly, I'll actually be able to like dance with real people and not just do like performative dance, but like do dance, like dancing, like salsa dancing and ballroom dancing. I love dancing. I love things that are very social and connected, and like it felt so good. I did a free lesson, and it's gonna cost $250 a month, but I might be able to get it paid for, because it counts as like social skill development and like life skill development. Let's get that goddamn trident, or I could turn in that. I don't know. I see I'm like 1.2k, like 2 monsters, like 2 mobs away from a level. Okay, like luckily I got cold weather flying. Mists of Pandaria, a lot easier to make gold while I was leveling. It helped that I was a Death Knight. I didn't have to go through the whole slow climb. Now I will have to do that on Monk on my Panda. But we're not going to do Panda, we're not going to do Monk until after I've gotten at least Death Knight to 90. I want to stick with one thing and just get to 90. I'm so sick. Oh, see, I leveled up just by discovering the area. Let's go. I literally leveled up by flying to the zone, out to the area I was questing at. That's how life should be. That's how life should be. You know, level up literally by flying to the place you're going to. I level 105. Death Knight extremely crazy and easy to gear up early on. I mean, you start out at eye level 70 just from doing the initial quest. Like, it's so much like more straightforward. Warrior took, I mean, everything else you gotta level up from level 1. I mean, that's kind of boring. It can be fun, because it's like this, it's the journey. But I don't know, I've never gotten end game, so I want to get to level 90. I want to start raiding. And you know, potentially that could be a normal event for my stream, is like just find some people to raid with, or just do some, I mean, I'm going to be tanking most likely, so you know, just do some pickup groups and just raid and just stream the raids. People like POVs, you know, especially for tank POV. It's like tanks are pretty popular, and like being able to stream my gameplay, and because obviously leveling up, this is just a casual stream. Like nobody really cares about watching a leveling up stream, and I would like to be streaming action, you know, like group content. Like I've never gotten to that point in WoW before. I've never been to that point in my whole entire life. Where I've played WoW a few times, I always gave up before I started doing raids. I did do some raids in Dragonflight, so that's not 100% correct, but let's be real, like, that's Dragonflight, okay. I think I did like 2 raids. And they were from like the phase 1 when it was already at phase 3. So I was doing phase 1 raids during phase 3. Like, come on. Like, no, we're just gonna slow and steady go through Wrath quests, dungeon whenever we feel like it. I can queue as tank or DPS. Right now I'm on Unholy for questing. Got these talents. I think I need to adjust my webcam. Maybe it's a little too big. Okay, so let's... oh. Huh? God damn it. Slightly bigger. That's what she said. Literally. Okay, that's that should be good. Let's lock it up. Lock it up. Lock it up. Okay, yeah, so I got you know, just some basic setup, you know, I got just really kind of just doing my best to just oh, I need a Leveroth. Doing my best to just really take my time and enjoy the journey, because eventually we're going to be max level and it's only phase 1. So because of that, yeah, plenty of time. I don't need, I mean, usually when I first come back to the game, I do a whole bunch of grinding, like just kind of get like as much as I can. But this time I'm really trying to stay consistent. I have this problem in multiple areas of my life where I get really excited about something and it doesn't even matter what it is. It could be literally a video game. It doesn't matter. It could be employment. It could be a video game. It doesn't matter. I get really excited and I try really hard. I push myself all the way to where I need to be. And then what happens is then suddenly it just drops off. And I'm trying to change that. You know, so I really want to actually, like, I'm making progress, like, every step, like, every single time I do this, like, oh yeah, I forgot there's some kind of, yeah, oh, I had to impale him. No drops? I haven't leveled up skinning yet, but that would be crazy if you could skin him. Yeah, so what I'm trying to do is just trying to, like, really, like, what I notice as a pattern is that every single goddamn time that I do this pattern of getting really excited, going through the motions of, like, getting back into it, promising myself that this time I'm gonna stick with it. And I'm doing better each time, though. And what really helps is just kind of lowering my definition of success, and then ironically you end up succeeding better, because then it's like, even if you only show up 1 day a week, you know, like for work, well, eventually, I mean, you can't show up to 5 days a week unless you can show up 1 day a week. It doesn't matter if you can work 7 days a week. If you can only do that for 2 weeks, then that doesn't matter. But if you can work for 1 day a week for like 6 months, and then maybe do 2 days a week, and then 3, and then you might even have more rapid progress than that, because it's like, it's not, I mean, it's incremental, but it's also exponential, because whenever you do something and you build strength, that shit adds up. And over time you develop strengths, especially from consistency, and I'm getting better. And yeah, I don't know, I don't want to talk too much about this, but I'm making some movements, not bowel movements. I'm making some movements in my life, and I'm just kind of like, I'm keeping you guys informed. You're my stream, even if it's just me watching. I know who you are. You're me in the future, and you're watching, and you're like, hey, this stream's actually not as bad as I thought it was while I was talking. But that's only me. Obviously, everyone else hates my stream. But I'm kind of keeping my stream kind of as a place to, like, hey, like, here's what's going on. You know, like, things are moving forward. Like, you're really doing better than you think you are. Like, you're making, like, every single time you work with one of your, like, clinical people, you always try to do better. You always try to move something forward. I gotta burn the grain. Instead of fire the stacks of grain, or the sacks of grain, saxophones. And I don't know, I just, instead of that, you know, I'm just trying to, like, you know, let's kind of just focus on, it's hard to just focus on the moment, because we're, you know, we're doing, like, kind of boring content, you know, so it's like, you know, it's not boring, but it's just, like, not really much to talk about, just kind of doing the quests in the background, and, you know, that's why I don't always stream. You know, right now, I just kind of felt like starting the stream, because we're changing gears again. Kind of done with old school RuneScape. We were doing more IRL streaming than anything, and we're still going to do IRL streaming, but I think it's time to change the game again. I don't want to miss out on Mists of Pandaria. It's all, you know, phase 1 just started, and I don't want to, you know, wait until phase 2, you know. Now, I do want to time things so that hopefully I'm a little bit more, like, set, like, you know, set up, geared and stuff, you know, before TBC Anniversary Realm starts, because I'm gonna want to be gearing up on my warrior. You know, I'm not even level 60 yet on Night Slayer, so on Classic Anniversary. So it's coming out in February. It's coming out in February. Supposedly, and hopefully I can actually, like, you know, be somewhat set in stone. Not set in stone, but like pretty much like I want to. First of all, I want to get max level before the end of phase 1. That's my goal. Phase 1 just started like a month ago, and we got time. And I'm not always going to be streaming. I'm going to do a lot of play. See, I like to play naked. Okay. Interesting fun fact. So I do like to play naked a lot, and I can't play naked on stream. At least not this stream. But you know, I can't play naked. And also, it's not even just about being naked. It's like I like to play in like short bursts, like play for a bit and not really like care about like the light in my face. And like when I start my stream, it's not about the game. It's about, this is my public facing journal. This is my documentation of like what I want to talk about, what I want to do. So that's why it doesn't matter what game I'm playing. We could be IRL streaming. Like that's actually, this is primarily a just chatting stream, but we just chat in different categories. And I will continue to attempt to do IRL streams, but like I said, my stream is a very low priority in my life right now. And I might even cancel my, in order to afford the dance studio, unless they pay for it, I'm gonna have to cancel that $100 a month. I actually only got the $100 a month one because it seemed like I needed more data. I actually could get a much cheaper plan. So I don't really need too much data, especially since I'm not really using it. But here's the thing: is as soon as I cancel it, then I'm gonna actually need it. That usually happens. Like every single goddamn time I actually cancel something I'm paying, one of my bills, then suddenly I want to use it. It's like, dude, all this time I wasn't using it. Then when I cancel it, suddenly I want to use it. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So I'm looking for a manual. Where's Emmanuel? No, a manual. There it is. Dear Diary. Yeah, so basically, when I'm streaming, it's not about the game. It could be, but maybe when we're max level and we're raiding and I'm main tanking. That's like tank POV, that's valuable to the community, okay? And plus I'd be streaming my raids, and so, you know, like that's like something. It's not just like me casually leveling, like that's an actual in-game event. But yeah, that makes sense when it's about the gaming. But most of the goddamn time, it's not about the gameplay over on my stream. I start my stream because I want to talk to the camera. I start my stream because I feel like I need to talk about something, and it's okay to say it publicly, because it's not, you know, not something, you know, there's things I can only talk about in therapy or with my you know, my clinical people. Oh, he's at the mine. Okay. So like, that's why usually when I just want to focus on playing the game, the most likely I'll just play off stream. You know, I got to level 71 from, you know, level 55 on Death Knight. I've been playing the past couple of days, just completely just locked in, focused on just enjoying the game. And, you know, I'm still enjoying the game, but now I'm gotten to a point where it's like, okay, I'm a little bit more seasoned. I kind of know, like, generally, like, how to play my Death Knight, Worgen. I named myself Rebecca Runic. I almost wanted to name my Worgen Rebecca Wolf, just like I have Rebecca Panda. But I don't know, for some reason I'm like, you know, it's Death Knight. My Death Knight's name is Runic. Because, you know, you use runic power. So I don't know, maybe one day I'll make a Worgen named Rebecca Wolf, but I guess not. You know, I didn't think about it until after I already started leveling my Death Knight. I'm like, I'm not gonna reroll. Plus, you know, Rebecca Runic, like, iconic. Yeah, so level 70, like, here we go. Like, we're at the point. I need the release key. Where's the release key? Okay, so where do I find the release key? Oh, he's dead. Let's see. Yeah, so I got the Sun Fury blade. Oh, it's in. I got the Sun Fury blade. I did all the quest line, the Scryer quest line. Here, where's my, where's the proper, yeah, Shift P? Okay, appearances. Okay, yeah, I got... Yeah, I got the Sun Fury blade. But unfortunately, well, I guess fortunately, I mean, it lasted only one level, but like 2 levels, because as soon as I came to Northrend, lo and behold, I got a freaking quest sword replacing it in like 5 minutes. It's still nice to, you know, collect the appearance for transmogs. Where's the release key? Oh, I gotta farm it. Okay, here we go. So like, whenever I start my stream, it's because I wanna chat more. I wanna like talk about stuff. I wanna like kind of keep a living document of like everything that I've been working on, because it's important to me. Even if it's like, you know, even if nobody else cares, I care. You know, future me cares. Because I've used it to get through some really difficult times in my life, to actually like be an active part of solving problems. I've used my stream in a way that, you know, I've been working very closely with all my doctors, and like I've told them multiple times, like, my stream is like, yeah, you know, down the line, you know, it maybe becomes something more than just, you know, like a place to document things, especially as I get better at making content. And I do enjoy making content, you know. I like being silly on stream. I'm not really feeling too silly today. Today's kind of a chill, like just kind of level up and just chat about stuff, and just like keep myself, like, you know, keep the stream a little bit updated on like what's going on. There's some things where it's like, you know, I don't have to always, you know, keep the stream like absolutely up to date, but there's a couple things like the dance endeavor. I want to get back into dance. I love dance. I love moving my body. I love connecting with people. And for the first time, I think in my entire life, really, you know, except for like, I think maybe middle school, we did square dancing. I actually physically dance with somebody. I've never actually danced with somebody outside of like what middle school when we did square dancing. I've never actually like danced with a partner, like where he like put his hands out and I put my hands on it, and it's like, you know, it's an instructor. I'm not talking about like romance, like I'm just talking about dance. So this has nothing to do with like, you know, anything, you know, he's an instructor, so it wouldn't be inappropriate. It would be inappropriate to it wasn't about that. It was about, I actually got to connect with another person at that kind of level when I've never really been able to do that before. And I'm a natural at like moving my body and doing dance and stuff, and so I really want to train that, but also not just the skill of dancing, the social skills. They have community events and stuff like that. And if it's not with this dance studio, it could be with another dance studio. The thing is I awakened something again in me, and it always comes back to performance arts. I love dance, I love theater, I love music. This is my life. Like that has gone away these past couple of years, like these past 6 years. Because I had to focus on my transgender surgeries, okay? Like, I'm gonna be kind to myself. I couldn't have been able to do that without focusing on it. But now I'm in a place where it's like, you know, it's been like a year and a half since surgery, and like, maybe I can start thinking about the not so small stuff, the small stuff that's not so small stuff. And like one of those things is like dance, and remembering that I am a performance artist and I am sick and tired of being held back. I want to shine. I want to be a like shining star in the night sky. Like I am, like I know I am. And that it's not even about like career. It's about, I want to exist as my soul desires. And I am a people person. I am very social. I am very like physical. I love energy and I love expression. And so dance, that is something that I need. And I found it again. And it's like, it was a 30-minute lesson. It was free. And then I ran out crying as soon as they told me the $250 price tag per month. Okay, so that is, I have a lot of subscriptions I could probably cancel, and maybe I could get a smaller tier for my hotspot. I did get my SSI back and they raised it, but I also am trying to move out, and I don't know. Hopefully North Bay Regional Center will pay for it. If not with them, they will find something else. And that's what matters, is I'm going to keep fighting. I'm going to keep looking for like what I really need to do to make my life worth living. And it, you know, yeah, getting on housing wait lists is important.
Be careful.
I need to move out of here. I need to be on my own, but there's nothing I can do about that. My case manager is working on that. So, what's left? My day-to-day stuff? Well, I'm kind of like, you know, I'm kind of falling apart because I'm isolated and because I'm not really doing anything. I'm just like playing video games and talking to my stream, and I love you guys, but, and by love you guys, I mean I love myself. But I do appreciate everybody who's here, you know, who watches, you know, even if it's only for a few seconds.
Greetings. See you later.
Can make some art for my channel. Yeah, not those kind of viewers. I'm talking about the viewers who are actually like are real people. We care about them. See, it has more armor and 2 more critic strike, but that plus 50 strength is way better. So, how about we get the let's get that Signet ring. Cause those are like paladin chest. Yeah, these are all paladin. The scout signet ring, that is actually an upgrade to one of these rings, I'm pretty sure. 60 attack power, 12 haste, 16 critical strike. I think it replaces Valinar's. Okay, I think it should replace the Kelseth's, because that one's just hit. Crit strike is better than hit. And either way, it's with haste.
See you later.
So let's yeah, let's replace the Kelseth's. Yeah, we're getting geared up from these quests, so it's all good. You know, I do want to get back to doing IRL streams because I really like, you know, getting myself outside and just, even though I'm not very good at making content, I'd like to at least try. And whenever I go outside with the selfie stick, I'm getting stronger at, you know, doing camera stuff, and you got to take action. And I'm, you know, I really need something to go on in my life. I can't just be like playing video games or doing my Twitch stream. As much as I enjoy, that is a side part of my life. It is not what I need to do to grow. It is more of like something that just exists, and I'm glad I have it. I'm glad I have my Twitch stream and that I'm so comfortable with it. But I like to think of it as something that just kind of exists in the background, and like it kind of floats, or it like floats on top of whatever I'm actually doing in my life. I feel like that's the best way to think about live streaming. I don't think that people should treat live streaming as like a career or a job or anything like that, unless they are literally seeing money going into their bank account from it, because then it's real. It's not something you should like try to aim for. I really think that's like the wrong thing to do. But I do think that if it's something that you like, because I'm just a certain type of personality, I'm a certain type of person. For me, I have to rewire it. I've been killing them. I have to actually just rewire them. Is it on the corpses, or? I think it's not on the corpses. It is on the corpses. Yeah, it's on the corpses. That being said, you know, like we're not really gonna factor streaming into whatever plans I do. That's like just something that's just gonna exist no matter what, because it's my personality. It's what I do. It's just something I do. It has nothing to do with any kind of outside goal. It has nothing to do with it. You know, even as a journal, I have private journals. Okay, so like it's just something that matches my personality. It matches my identity. Streaming is just a part of who I am, and that's okay. But yeah, I'm just gonna vendor that.
Safe travel.
And you know, but that being said, you know, what else is there in my life? So those are the things that I really like to focus on. I like to focus on the things that are outside of like Twitch streaming. I like to focus on like, okay, Twitch streaming isn't going anywhere. No matter what I do in my life, I will have that. And if it's not Twitch, then it's like another platform like YouTube or something. And yeah, so I do have my career goals, but that's not really going anywhere either. And I'm doing good. I showed up, as long as I show up once a week for at least an hour, that is progress. Because it's consistency. It's not, yeah, I could probably work like 6 to 12 to 30 hours a week doing camming, but I'm trying to make something that lasts and doesn't just, you know, like I'm not trying to make a quick buck. Okay, I have an income. I'm trying to build something bigger than my
Great
income.
to meet ya.
I'm trying to build some
Keep your feet
uh,
on the ground.
I'm trying to build something
Watch your back.
that is going to launch me into a lifelong path of growth and a lifelong path of, you know, connection and community and career building. Okay, so like one day a week it's not about the money. It's not even about building an audience. It's about building the strength inside me that shows up and is consistent. So I'm doing that once a week, at least. I consider it, if I show up for 1 hour a week, and usually I show up for like 2 hours, but if I show up for at least 1 hour a week, I have succeeded. That is a success, and I need to celebrate that and accept that it is success. It is not a failure. It is not quote unquote not good enough. It is not being lazy. It is not a failure. It is simply what I need to do to succeed, because if I can't do 1 hour a week, I can't do 10 hours a week. It's just, and if I can't do 10 hours a week, I definitely can't do 40 hours a week. I would like to do 40 hours a week, but I have to build up to that. And I would like to do more than just camming. I would like to actually work with professional photographers and camera people and other performers. I just do not know how to make that happen. Okay, so I need to be patient with myself and know that things are going to be one step at a time. And I'm sure that once things get to a certain point, it's not going to be so difficult. It's just going to start happening, because I know that I can prove myself. I know that I am strong enough. I know that I am talented. I know that I will do whatever it takes to be talented if I'm not. No matter what I do in life, anything that I do, that is me. That is Rebecca. That's who she is. She's a badass. She will do whatever it takes to succeed. And so once I find people who know that, I trust myself. I know for a fact that as soon as people finally, you know, realize that, like individuals, because most people are not going to know that, because that's like just not something that you should expect people to know. It's something they have to find out. Okay, just finding which ones I need to save for the auction house. Yeah, stuff that doesn't really have too many up on the auction house. Probably better just a vendor. Okay, and keep those just to use them. You know, I guess I can, yeah, just keep all those. Oop, there we go. And the rest I can put up on the auction house.
Hello.
And here's the thing, is it's not going
See
away.
you around.
That's my reality. Is that it's not something I have to worry about losing. I like that haste and attack power. It's gonna replace, I think, I think it's gonna replace the parry one, because the parry one is like, it has a chance to gain 120 strength for only 10 seconds. This is 38 haste all the time, and attack power. Oh, it's a use attack. Okay. So I can also kind of do controlled attack power. Actually, no, I think even though it's 20 crit strike, the other one, I mean, that the 20 parry and chance on gaining 120 strength for 10 seconds, I think is way better than just trying a chance to gain 90 parry. But then crit strike. Oh.
Safe travels.
These are all going to be replaced anyway, but it's just like, you know, may as well kind of min-max while I'm leveling a little
Have
bit.
a good one.
I think putting this as a use trinket is good. So I'm gonna put that on, let's see, control minus. But yeah, I think it's gonna replace this one, the Signet of the Dark Brotherhood. Let's because I want to keep that crit strike, plus it's 12 strength and 18 stamina. This one's 38 haste, and I can increase attack power. This one is like, you know, the other one, it like occasionally procs. Oops, that's a finger. Where's the trinket? Where the hell? Oh, is it? It's just right there. Okay. I'm stupid. Yeah. No, I level 118.38. Let's go. I think that's inside, right? Or... You know, and besides that, you know, that's a long-term goal. I don't have to rely on it for money, so that's good. I got my SSI to do money stuff. It frees up a lot of my creative endeavors, because now I'm not, like, camming to make money. That would be... I mean, it would be okay, but, like, I'm not there yet. I'm not at the point, so it would be very stressful. And now I can focus instead of focusing on trying to make money, I can have a better focus. The focus is now to build sustainability and to have career growth. That is very different than trying to make a quick buck. Making a quick buck, yeah, it's probably going to build my audience and stuff, but I feel like what's better is to have a sustainable plan that I'm not going to suddenly lose. I'm not going to burn out. And also, I'm allowed to do it on my own terms. I can do it. I don't have to be working 40 hours a week because I'm worried about paying rent or something. I have SSI to do that. And so I can say, oh, let's work for 1 hour a week. That way I can focus on building a sustainable plan. It's not just a quick buck. It's actually a slow but steady growth potential, where 1 hour becomes 3 hours. 3 hours becomes 9 hours. 9 hours becomes 10 hours. And then suddenly I'm working 16 hours a week. Suddenly I'm working 32 hours a week. Before I know it, I'm working 40 plus hours a week. And making good money at that point. And you know, more than anything, being consistent, even if it's for a short time, if you show up on the same time every single week and you do it multiple times, I mean, eventually I want to be doing like 3 or 4 days a week. It's hard right now because I don't have many days that I can actually work. And the days I do have, I can't always be sure that I'm going to have the energy. So that's why I make the goal so small. 1 hour a week minimum. Make the goal so small that it's like impossible to fail. That's how you succeed anywhere in life. You make the goal so small that you can't possibly fail. You would feel stupid. You would actually be angry at yourself for failing because you're like, why didn't I show up for 1 hour? And you know, even if you don't, you shouldn't really react that way anyway. But you know what I think you know what I'm saying. Like,
Have a good one.
So, you know, I'm working on that, and most importantly is the stuff I'm doing with North Bay Regional Center. It's not even, like, some of it is employment training and all that, job skills. But those job skills can be trained in many different ways. My ILS worker wants to aim for 1 hour of either employment or volunteer work a week. the same thing. You know, it's not just me. I didn't just come up with this on my own. So my own work, my own private hustle, my side, you know, long-term career growth is I want to be a porn star. Okay, like, come on, I can do it. I have the skill and I have the dedication, and I just need to find the right people. And as soon as I find the right people, I'm pretty sure it's locked in for the rest of my life, because I'm a very sexual person and I'm gonna let that career blossom. Okay, like I do not want to go back to, you know, caring what other people think, to limiting my growth, to hiding my sexuality. I am never going back. You know, I got my surgeries and it opened that up even more, because now I do not give a flying fuck. I am who I am, and I'm not ashamed of who I am. I am a sexual creature, and that is okay, and it is my First Amendment right. I'm also pretty good at it. And at the very least, I have potential to get good at it. Nobody's perfect. I'm not saying like I'm this like amazing performer. What I'm saying is like I'm a natural, and I know how to take direction, and I just need to find the right people. I need to find people who truly believe in me, and people who are going to provide me opportunities. And it's going to take a lot of work to get there. But once I'm there, I think I'm going to be set, because I know that once I'm there, I will do every single step-by-step thing that comes my way. That every challenge I will meet. Everything I need to learn, I will learn. Like, I trust myself, and I don't need to worry about losing that. I don't need to think that, oh no, I'm going to lose that. No, it's there. I don't have to try. It is simply reality. That is me. It's not going away. And so once I learn how to trust that, I think I can truly start to like just fly across the world and succeed more than I ever possibly could have like imagined. Because I think it's just hard to see it when you don't see results. But when I start seeing those results, it's going to be like obvious. It's going to be like, why did I ever doubt myself? Why did I ever think that I was anything less than amazing? And until that happens, it's really hard for me to believe it, and I'm on edge. I feel a lot of pressure. I feel like no matter what I do, I'm gonna fail. I feel like because I don't have any evidence. I mean, I do have evidence, but I don't have any like concrete like results. But here's the thing about results is results only look like nothing until they don't. So I understand that as soon as that changes, it's going to change my entire world. Because I'm no longer going to I'm no longer going to have any fear. Wait, I don't ring the bell. Oh, here we go. And so yeah, I mean that's kind of where I'm at right now, and like I'm working on stuff. Everything's kind of. I need to be kind to myself, because like right now I am literally like expecting way too much from myself.
What can I do for you?
Way too goddamn much. I am literally like on wait lists. I am like literally attack power better than 16 strength. Yeah, okay.
For the Alliance.
Yeah, so I mean, like, oh, I need to sell that Sun Fury blade. I got a system for my bags, okay? It's getting about that time. I just wanted to do a quick little update and just kind of have a little pep talk with myself and kind of share what's going on with the stream for anybody who might be watching on the VODs, or, you know, I do have people who comment on the YouTube VODs, so if you're one of those people, you know, I appreciate you. I read every one of my comments. Let me know what you think and, like, you know, what you'd like to see and all this kind of stuff. I want to get back into I like doing this kind of content where it's not really content, but like I like just being able to use my stream as like whatever I need it to be. But I also really enjoy when I am having fun and just not even thinking about anything, but making fun, silly content that I can clip that makes me laugh. And then I could clip, and I get some good views on, you know, comparatively, relatively for me. I get some good views on YouTube Shorts. So, you know, I need to keep that up. I need to keep that up because not only is it fun to be on stream with high energy and make fun little jokes and, you know, make it into clips that I can watch later and that I can share with people, but that grows my my YouTube, and I'm not really focused on growing my YouTube. That's like my Twitch and YouTube is like third priority. Top priority is I mean, when I'm talking about my side hustles. So my top priority side hustle is camming and Pornhub. Okay, like that's top tier priority. That's gonna have the most results. Second priority is my writing. My writing is probably gonna have the more results. And then the thing is that either of those things going up grows my live streaming platform, grows my YouTube platform. So I don't have to try to grow YouTube. I can grow the other things. Because if I grow the other things, Twitch and YouTube will grow, just as a natural side effect. And I don't have to try. I just have to like focus on those things. And you know, even besides that, the primary thing I need to do is to work with do what I'm already doing, which is work with my ILS coaches. Do some kind of endeavor to get back into dance. And you know, the dance world is beckoning me. It's beckoning Becca, okay? The dance world is beckoning me. And it's gonna help me a lot because it's so many different things that I need. I need community. I need exercise, obviously. Everybody does. I need a way to express myself in a social way. I'm a very social creature, and being so isolated is what's hurting me so much. More than anything else, being isolated is what's hurting me because I am not a loner. I'm a very social creature. And I'm working on that. It's just going to take a little bit of time. And so we can play some World of Warcraft. I'm going to be playing a lot, you know, off stream. But I thought I would just do a live stream and just kind of update you guys on what's going on. Just kind of, just kind of, you know, keep you guys in the loop, you know, a bit about what's going on. What have I done? Okay, I screwed this up really bad. I screwed this up really bad. What the fuck? Here, let's... I've been talking... I control Z'd too much. Yeah, I messed it up. Let me start over. So I went shopping on, last week and at a thrift store, and they had a thing where it was like, everything was like, I got this for like, what, like $2. And I spent like $100 because they had like, everything was already pretty damn low, like between like $3 to $6. And when I went there, it was like at the end of the shopping hours, and so they said till the end until closing, everything 50% off. And so I just went like, hey, women be shopping. Okay, I kind of have a problem, but it's because I'm an expressive person. I like having variety. I've had pretty much only athletic clothing. And so when I saw like all these dresses, all these tops, like this one's a little bit more simple, but like, you know, I got a bunch of dresses and like tops, and I even got like a Snuggie that I can, you know, sleep naked in. But you know, I got like, you know, like some skirts and some tops, and I spent like $100 and I got a ton of outfits. And now instead of just wearing like, you know, gym clothes, like yoga pants and sweatpants and yoga, you know, sports bras and all those kind of things, or these bicycle racer shirts. I like wearing them, but it's just like that's all I wear, and it's like I want to express myself because, like I said, I am a very social creature. I'm a very expressive creature. I'm a performer, and it's because I don't even know why. I just am. I don't think you need to know why. I think it's just one of those things that you just are. I'm a performance artist. And that includes all forms of self-expression, whether it's sexual, whether it's acting, whether it's modeling, whether it's doing these live streamings, whether it's writing. I just do it. It's who I am. It has nothing to do with career growth. It has nothing to do with money. It is literally my dharma. My dharma and Greg, okay? It is literally my dharma, okay? Like it's not even like a calling. It's more simple than that. It's just what I do. That's my place in the universe, and it's not going to stop. And I may as well learn how to capitalize on it, because I can make a lot of money, I think, if I do things right. But it's gonna be really touch and go for a while. But I got things in place. You know, I got my case manager working on getting housing. I got you know, I'm working with my case managers. Hopefully I can get into that dance program, because then I can meet more people. I can learn more skills, and I can get better at dancing. I want to do ballroom dancing and salsa dancing and all sorts of different dancing. Okay, I want to get involved. I want to move my body. I want to meet people. I want to connect with people, you know, in a platonic way. But like, you know, it's still like, you know, there's still sexual stuff. But it's not really about like that. I'm a professional. I treat things really professionally. I'm not really interested in dating. I just want to work with people. And it's like one of those things where I think people get the wrong idea about me. I think a lot of people think that, like, you know, like, oh, you know, what if you catch feelings? I don't do that. I just want to connect with people. I consider sexual, I consider sex to be platonic. Like, it just is what it is, and I enjoy it. And I don't really need to have a partner. I'm not trying to get married. I just want to have a career, and I want to see where I can go. I want to express myself, and I want to see how far I can take this life. And I'm getting to a place where I just need to hold on. And so I'm going to probably most likely just play some World of Warcraft and just do live streams whenever I can, just to catch you guys up, or especially when we start doing raid content. When we start doing raid content, I'm going to be streaming that, for sure. It's going to be more of an event, but I'm not there yet. I'm just kind of leveling on my own time, and that's okay. I'm going to be mostly leveling off stream. I just went live just to talk about this and to update you guys, and I appreciate it. If you're watching on YouTube, let me know in the comments what you think, and like anything that you want. I always check my comments. I see every single one of my comments. So any of you who comment, I really like engaging in conversation, and I'm happy to answer the questions and